Hey everyone, this fall marks the beginning of a high-profile legal battle between Disney and actress Gina Carano, who filed a lawsuit against the House of Mouse for her dismissal from The Mandalorian. Disney tried hard to avoid a public trial and a jury, but ultimately failed. So, on September 29th, both parties will face off in court. What's most interesting is the clear trend. Everyone who has ever publicly attacked Gina Carano seems to end up seriously regretting it. The list of people who've faced backlash includes some very big names: Brie Larson, Kathleen Kennedy, and even recently Bob Iger and Rachel Zegler. Many now believe that Pedro Pascal, who is being accused online of betraying his co-star Gina, might be next in line for some karmic payback, just like the others. And this isn't just speculation, here's why. We won't retell the whole story between Gina and Disney right now. Just a quick reminder. The conflict started primarily with the bosses at Lucasfilm, who kicked her off the show under what many called a made-up excuse. But that move massively backfired. The Mandalorian's ratings took a hit. The fan backlash was huge, and even shareholders started to grumble. Rumors say her exit caused delays in season 3 of The Mandalorian, and guess what? Bob Chapek, Disney's CEO at the time, ended up getting fired, replaced by Bob Iger. Meanwhile, season 3 of The Mandalorian saw a huge ratings drop and waning audience interest. Other Gina haters weren't spared either. Kathleen Kennedy, reportedly the loudest voice demanding Gina's removal, became a subject of ridicule, even getting roasted in South Park. Most of Lucasfilm's recent projects flopped. Just look at The Acolyte or the latest Indiana Jones. Despite official denials, rumors are heating up that Kennedy will be leaving by the end of the year. Then there's Brie Larson, who once publicly commented against Gina and tried to score points by talking about representation and inclusivity. Ironically, her own Marvel career flopped. The Marvels bombed, losing Disney at least $200 million, and she wasn't even included in the latest Avengers announcement. Let's not forget about Rachel Zegler, the actress playing Snow White, who also criticized Gina indirectly over her comments on pronouns. Gina had joked about the trend by writing boop bop beep as her pronouns, and Rachel jumped in with a cringy response about how important it is to include your pronouns everywhere, even on your clothes. It was obvious she was trying to earn Disney brownie points by attacking a more experienced colleague. But now, Rachel is arguably the most disliked actress online, and her Snow White movie is a total disaster. Adding fuel to the fire, Pedro Pascal recently posted a photo of Rachel on Instagram with the caption, "Rachel Zegler is an icon," which fans saw as a bizarre move, especially since he never publicly defended Gina when she was being cancelled. Now people are calling out Pedro for his double standards and suggesting he might be next in line for some karma. But this list goes on. Disney's stock is tanking again, nearing its lowest point in over a year. Bob Iger, despite not being CEO at the time of Gina's firing, was still heavily involved behind the scenes and is now under fire for the Snow White fiasco. There's serious talk that he might step down again soon, this time for good. Another name worth mentioning is Indiana Frost Black, a former Pro League of Legends player and G4 host. She went on a rant about sexism and tried to gain attention by attacking Henry Cavill and Gina Carano on social media. For a brief moment, it worked. She got coverage, interviews, and clicks. But building fame on hate didn't last. Her image became too toxic, and she recently quit the gaming and media industry entirely, admitting in a farewell tweet that the industry let her down, but also that she understood why people didn't stand up for her. And then there's Richard Newby, a journalist for The Hollywood Reporter, which has close ties to Disney. This guy just couldn't stop trashing Gina, even resorting to personal insults. But it looks like his employers noticed. He was quietly demoted and now writes minor pieces nobody really reads. There are plenty more examples like this, but to keep it short, everyone who tried to build their own popularity on the downfall of Gina Carano paid a price. And now, on September 29th, the real showdown begins with the public trial of Gina Carano versus Disney, where the jury will have the final word. So make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay updated. Drop your thoughts in the comments, give the video a like, and thanks for watching. See you next time.